You protect me from the...
I already have 22 viewers.
Can I just say that?
Okay, you guys are going to have to let me know how the video is. For some reason, since the festivities have been going on for over a week, there's been 4G issues, so I'm just now running off of 3G. Because when it switches back and forth, that's when you know, the screen will go black for you guys.
Trash, your fucking lifesaver.
Here we go, guys.
Hey, can anybody with a sign come stand behind me real quick and hold it up?
Micah, I'm going off 200 today.
Okay, yeah, that works too. Freedom Plaza.
Just for
I'd rather have the Freedom Plaza than this. Anybody else?
what's our live stream?
Occupy Carlisle. Ustream.tv/Occupy Carlisle.
Alright. Today is a very special day for me. Today is a very special day for me. It marks 1 month and 1 day that I left my unit. I am an active duty sergeant. My name is Micah Turner. I was in psychological operations for 5 years, making propaganda and just trying to do what I thought was right. But now I feel that it is my duty to defend. And now that I am 1 month and 1 day away from my unit, I'm officially a deserter of the United States Army. Right now, all over the country, my face is being passed from one person to another. My information is being passed from one person to another. Soon, I will turn myself into the United States military. Peacefully, but not quietly. If you were to ask about my motivations, I would say that this war is not justified. That the pain that we're causing in our own soldiers' lives and the children of those in the countries that we occupy as an army is not justified. There's no reason for it anymore. Even if we were justified in the beginning, everyone we blame for 9/11 is dead or in jail. So why must our brothers and sisters suffer? There's no reason for this war. It is our duty to dissent. Please, stand with me. Peacefully, but not quietly. Thank you.
Woo! Yeah! Oh!
Take my picture.
More.
Yeah, it's Micah Turner. MICAHTURNER. CAHTURNER. I thought you were going to open from here. Huda was going to drive me.
You want to go on March? Turner.
No.
You want to go on March after this?
No, I just want to book. I gotta go.
Where are you going to turn yourself in, and when is that?
If I don't get caught tomorrow, then I'll turn myself in with the Quaker House of Fort Beck, North Carolina.
You know what?
Sargent, SCT.
I appreciate fucking autonomy that you show. It's awesome. That is awesome. No more war. And it makes me fucking cry. Just know that you're fucking brave enough to do that.
Thank you.
And I'm TTing right now, and I still tell you this, that you're awesome.
Tomorrow marks the anniversary of our unlawful occupation of Afghanistan, and because of that, I'm going to try and speak in New York. Hopefully, I'll be allowed to speak. If not, then I'll be arrested then. If that's not the case, then I'll turn myself in with the Quaker House in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, peacefully. But again,
3 tours in Iraq,
not
1
quietly.
in Iraq, 3 tours in Afghanistan.
And 1 in Iraq. That's right.
Right.
It's next to Zuccotti Park with the IVAW. I forget exactly the address. Do you have everything?
Did you say Fort Bragg?
Yeah, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
And is the Quaker House on Fort Bragg or outside?
It's outside in the city, but they have a lot of experience with AWOLs.
How can we help you?
I've got all the support that I need from my good friends and family here at Occupy and the anti-war movements across the nation. My heart goes out to the veterans right here in DC who are fighting with the Veterans Association.
Veteran Affairs.
Affairs Office. The AO is screwing me up. Affairs, Department of Veterans Affairs. Because they're not getting the help that they need. 17 soldiers lose their lives every week. 17 soldiers lose their life every week because they're not getting the help they need. Not because
suicide.
Not because of the enemy.
Taking their own lives.
Because they're taking their own lives. Because the scars that they have aren't visible, but they are deadly. Right now we have people permanently occupying the VA because they're not getting the support that they need. If you were to try and support me as this woman asked, I would say to help them.
Can I get your name and your rank?
My name is Micah Turner, Sargent, E5, U.S. Army.
Assigned to what?
What was that?
Where are you assigned?
I'm assigned to 9th MISB, Military Information Support Operations Battalion, Airborne Bravo Company, of bisect of 8th MISB, Military Information Support Operations Group, attached to the battalion. Any questions while I'm still here?
Viewers are sending out lots of love to you, stating the fact that you are a hero to our country.
Do you wish to explain more about what you did during your active duty?
Making propaganda is an interesting field, and that word has a negative connotation to it here in America and abroad. But we're subject to it every day in our visual space, on the TV, on the radio. It's all around us, whether we want to see it or not. They're allowed to put their information out there, but we're not. And there's something wrong about that because we don't have an equal voice. They have the funds, so they're allowed to put their message all over our visual space to pollute our minds. It's time that we take that space back.
How long did you serve?
5 years.
So did you actually get an honorable discharge at some point and then re-enlist? And if so, how many times?
No, my initial contract was 6 years, so I have a year and 2 months left on my, well, a year and 1 month left on my contract.
You said you have been AWOL for how long?
1 month and 1 day, making me officially a deserter.
Wow, you're so brave.
So for $10 you pay to go in there.
That was last night. I don't think Micah was there.
I was preoccupied. I have people that I trust running my Twitter accounts while I'll be in jail for maybe 6 to 9 months, maybe a year and 2 months, or whatever the Army really feels like punishing me with. I have people that I know have the same heart as I do running those accounts. They know nonviolent but direct protest. The only way to win this war is going to be economically, to make it so inconvenient to ignore us that they have to listen. That means liberating from the monster and purchasing from organizations that you trust. The moralities meet yours.
Is there anything that you would want to say to those who are overseas as well, on active duty, who might be thinking about taking this step themselves?
I would say, first off, I feel your pain. While you're there, keep your head down, keep your eyes sharp, protect the brothers on your left and right, even if that means doing what you have to do. And I'm sorry to say, but that's just the simple reality. When you get home, speak up. You're not supposed to have a voice, but you have more of a voice because you're not supposed to. They will arrest us, They will put us in solitary confinement. They will try and break us, but they can't because we're right.
Back to
Micah, could you just there are a lot of active duty troops out there right now who are contemplating suicide. They're back stateside. They have gone through some terrible truths, and they've seen some things terrible. Could you maybe give a couple words to them who might be watching that they might reconsider about suicide? Is what I'm talking about.
Right.
Could you maybe give them a word that there is hope and maybe a point of contact they can get some help from?
You might have to help me with the point of contact. Right. What he asked me was, do I have a word to the soldiers who are back in the States right now who have seen some bad things or are contemplating suicide as the only way out? What I would say to them is that even though those scars are haunting you, that it's still not the right answer, that the moments that are with you right now are temporary and that they will pass, and that there are a lot of people out in this country who are here for you, who support you, who believe in you, who know that your life is worth living, who know that you have a voice worth hearing. Don't do it.
I would like to go back to the support issue. If the military does take you into the custody, how could the viewers support you financially and solidarity, just to show a lot of support? Because legal fees, so on and so forth.
If they want to support me while I was in jail, I'd say the best place to go to that is my new Facebook page. Do you remember that?
Probably the best thing is the Twitter account.
Twitter.
We'll make sure to keep that going. It's Unoccupier.
Unoccupier.
Yeah. UNOCCIPIER. There you go. Unoccupier.
Unoccupier, just like it's pronounced.
Right, and that's in reference to the United States occupation of other countries. Like, I think it's perfectly fine for us to try and occupy the government just so that our voices can be heard. Because our voices need to be heard. We have something important to say. There's too much corruption. Any corruption is too much corruption.
Right on.
You know what? As long as politicians take millions of dollars to be elected, as long as it takes millions of dollars to be a politician, politicians can only represent the interests of millionaires and not the interests of the people. The system is broken, and we're the only ones that can fix it. It's our duty to dissent.
It's our duty to dissent.
How much?
It's also Unoccupier on Twitter.
Only 10% of the people.
Cat just put it up.
The money that's involved in elections is overwhelming. It's only 10%.
What?
How much of a responsibility is it for the other 90% to get out there and register, because it dilutes the money?
Do
the people bear any responsibility for not actually being active and voting? Wouldn't that dilute the amount of money coming in, and you'd have to spend it all over the country like crazy if every single person voted?
Right now there's a lot of talks about not voting because no one is worthy of their vote. I totally understand and agree with that. But not voting isn't going to make a point. If anything, please go to the voting booths on that day, make a box that says no one. Cross it out and take a picture and put it on Facebook. Alright? There's no way to count your non-vote if you just stay at home.
That's right.
Do it anyway. Make your vote count. Just make it for no one. Because there's no politician right now that represents our interests as the people.
Brilliant.
Right on, right on.
Do you belong to a party? Is there somebody that we could vote for?
Like I said before, as long as it takes millions of dollars to be a politician, politicians can only represent the interests of millionaires and not the interests of the people.
What about on the local?
For any soldier that feels like there's no hope right now because they're in garrison and they've been scarred, the number to call is 1-800-273-8255. Again, 1-800-273-8255. And know that besides that number, besides those people that will be on the other side of your telephone, there are people here in the streets in every city across the world that support you. Occupy is a worldwide movement.
Occupy can support you. If you're out there thinking that you are not, that you're alone and you're wondering how you can ever make it through, please come talk to us. come talk to us.
Being
We're out there.
rebroadcasted on Global
We wanna
Revolution,
talk
so
to
your
you.
message is going out pretty far right now.
Hi world. It's nice to talk to you one-on-one. Finally, right? So I think I got to start making my moves. I don't want to be in the public eye for too long.
Right.
I'm actively a fugitive, so trying to make my way to where I got to be. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Solidarity.
Solidarity forever.
Guys, give me a few minutes. I want to archive this. This is an important video to keep. Hold on.